Today we're going to talk about a very political topic: HR policy versus Brexit. Or, in other words, how can people analytics help to solve the skill shortage that's caused by Brexit? Hi everybody to What the Future Insights. Reading the news, we always get the belief that once Brexit will become reality, there will be a huge shortage of supplies, goods and trade towards UK and outwards. But the real big and long-term problem, in my opinion, will be the skill shortage that's going to be created. Facts say that over 1.2 million people will be directly affected by Brexit. So the big concern around the skill shortage is the lack of strategy caused by the high amount of confusion companies will have from 2019 onwards. There's big uncertainty of how to behave, what kind of plans to implement, because the environment we currently act in is very uncertain. So it can be a very sure thing that once Brexit would become reality, the chaos will be quite big. So let's first give you some examples of the challenges companies dealing with the UK will have. One of them will be that in very specific segments, such as the banking industry and in cybersecurity, the skill shortage will be huge because of the people moving in and out of the country. Another problem is that nobody can really foresee how the competitors on the labor market will behave. So there could be a big bubble of demand, or there could be a big hole in terms of demand. So nobody really knows, so it's hard to formulate a strategy. And another big challenge, of course, will be all the hassle with the migration and the different contract situations with the employees. So now let's have a glimpse at the solutions, the potential ones. So people analytics, in my opinion, can help a lot in this case, because you can testify various scenarios from an extreme positive to maybe an extreme negative scenario prior to the actual event. Because by collecting facts and figures about not just the UK labor market, but also about other labor markets in the world, you can build up data-driven decisions proactively, and you have better knowledge of the available talent and the demand and the potential future demand of these jobs. Another point is that companies nowadays still believe that the job role defines the skills, but in fact, the skills define the job role. So there's a huge risk that companies will look for outdated skills by searching for the, let's say, wrong jobs. And I suppose that instead, companies should focus more on the actual skills that are needed to perform the tasks that they will need in the future. And to bring a precise example on this, if you look at the very up-and-coming jobs, for example, in the area of virtual reality or in the area of IoT, if you would rely on job codes or industry codes, they would never really cover that level of detail. So they would probably all say these are digital employees, but in fact, by just comparing those two, you see that there's a huge difference in terms of skills. And the biggest advantage or opportunity I see in applying people analytics in this scenario is the fact that it really increases the speed of decision making. Because, as I mentioned in the beginning, there's currently a lot of confusion and nobody really knows what will happen. So being ready to act and increasing the speed of decision making, I think, is the biggest advantage and the biggest opportunity a company should currently pursue. So let's sum it up. Brexit causes confusion. This has a huge impact on the labor market because nobody knows what will happen, how competitors will behave, how the market will change. So what are the solutions people analytics could bring? One is you can become more proactive by simulating various scenarios. And number two is you can really increase the speed of decision making so that once you know what's going to happen, you can make the right decisions. Thanks for being here again. I'm looking forward to see you next time. Bye bye.